Imagine this. Thou art face to face with someone thou hast trusted for years. A boss, a lover, a lifelong friend. On the surface, they're the picture of reliability. Polished words, impressive accomplishments, and actions that scream, "I've got it all together." But deep down, thy gut whispers a warning. Something's off. What if I told thee that Carl Jung, the legendary explorer of the human psyche, cracked the code on this very dilemma? After decades dissecting the mind's darkest corners, Jung pinpointed two subtle psychological signals that cut through every facade. These aren't flashy tests or interrogations. They're everyday slips that reveal the raw, unfiltered truth about who someone really is. And the scariest part? They expose not just others, but the shadows lurking in your own soul. Jung called our public face the persona, that shiny mask we wear to fit in, impress, and survive society. But no mask is foolproof. Jung discovered that beneath it all, two unconscious patterns always leak out, betraying our true nature. These reveals aren't optional. They're hardwired into how we operate, especially when we're off guard or under fire. By mastering them, thou shalt read people like a master detective and unlock profound self-insight along the way. As Jung himself warned, the most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. Buckle up. This journey might just shatter your illusions about everyone, including you. The first reveal: shadow projection. What we hate in others, we hide in ourselves. Jung's breakthrough starts with a simple observation. Pay attention to who someone judges most viciously. He dubbed this shadow projection, the mind's sneaky way of outsourcing our inner demons. Until you make the unconscious conscious, Jung wrote, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Here's the twist. When someone rants about another's flaws with fiery passion, they're not critiquing, they're confessing. That intense disdain? It's a spotlight on the traits they've buried in their own psyche, too ashamed or afraid to own. This works both ways. We don't just project negativity, we idolize in others what we deny in ourselves. If someone gushes endlessly about a friend's effortless charisma, watch closely. They're likely projecting their own untapped social gifts, too scared to shine. The key? Emotional heat. Mild opinions are surface level. Disproportionate rage or adoration screams shadow at work. Why is this so reliable? Jung explained that our unconscious can't fake it. It uses others as screens to project unresolved baggage, turning judgments into unwitting therapy sessions. Spot this, and thou'lt uncover core insecurities, unclaimed strengths, and the battles raging beneath the calm exterior. If thou hast ever realized thy criticisms mirror thine own flaws, drop a comment. My judgments are my mirror. The second reveal: persona cracks, how we crumble when the mask slips. The second clue hits when the persona faces a threat. Jung observed that we pour massive energy into upholding our image, the perfect parent, the unshakable leader. But poke that facade with criticism, failure, or surprise, and the real character erupts. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are, Jung noted, but most cling desperately to who they pretend to be. Picture Elena, a yoga instructor radiating Zen serenity. She's the guru of calm, preaching mindfulness to packed classes. But during a workshop, a student challenges her technique, calling it outdated. In a flash, Elena's composure shatters. Her smile twists into a snarl. She snaps back defensively, blaming the student's lack of openness. That split-second reveal, pure gold. Under pressure, her insecurity and control issues surface, showing a woman terrified of imperfection, not the enlightened sage she projects. These breakdowns aren't rare spectacles. They're micro moments everywhere. A delayed flight that sparks rage, a forgotten birthday that triggers sulking, an offhand joke that lands awkwardly. Watch for the tells: tightened lips, averted eyes, a sudden shift from charm to sharpness. Jung knew true character shines in these unguarded instants, when autopilot defenses kick in. Aggression, avoidance, blame shifting, or rare grace under fire. Integrated souls, those who've embraced their depths, stay consistent. No wild swings, just honest reflection. But for most, these cracks expose the fragile ego beneath. The foundation of all mental illness is the unwillingness to experience legitimate suffering, Jung wrote. Spot how someone dodges discomfort, and you've got their blueprint. Why these reveals never fail, and the ultimate integration test. Jung's genius lies in psychology's architecture. Our minds are built to protect the ego, but shadows and defenses operate subconsciously, beyond our control. Projections externalize inner wars. Breakdowns strip away pretense. Combine them, and you get the integration test, the gold standard for gauging growth potential. Gently mirror someone's projection back. You seem frustrated by show-offs. Do you ever hold back your own talents? Their reaction? Defensive denial signals rigidity. Thoughtful admission? That's maturity in motion. Jung identified 3 types: the oblivious, blind to their patterns; the aware but stuck, know it but can't change; and the integrated, who turn shadows into stepping stones. My projections became my teachers, as one might comment. This test predicts everything, from relationship resilience to leadership prowess. Defensive types repeat cycles. Integrators evolve. Real-world mastery. From love to leadership, apply shadow mapping in romance. How does your date bash their ex? Too clingy might reveal their own fear of vulnerability. In business, no feedback responses. Attack mode? Low emotional IQ. For parents, guide kids to see their gripes as self-clues, but wield wisely. Jung cautioned, where love reigns, there is no will to power. These tools foster empathy, not exploitation. Misuse them, as shadow hunters do, and you become the monster. Analyzing to avoid your own gaze. The mirror effect, turning the lens inward. Here's the profound pivot. Everyone you judge reflects you. Arrogant folks irk you? Check your humility hangups. Admire bravery? Claim your own. Jung's framework isn't about outing others. It's a wake-up call. Your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart, he said. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakens. In my experience, judging a colleague's neediness forced me to confront my own validation cravings. Suddenly, interactions became lessons. Keep a shadow journal. Log irritations, then probe. Where's this in me? Embrace the discomfort. It's the path to wholeness. From self to society, as you integrate, loneliness may creep in. Fewer shallow bonds, but deeper ones bloom. Your calm presence sparks consciousness contagion, inviting authenticity in others. Jung believed individual awareness transforms the collective. Stop reacting to projections, and you rewrite relational scripts. You're not here for normal. You're here for conscious living. Catch your judgments, notice your cracks, and choose growth. This isn't just reading character, it's forging yours. Dive deeper in my video on empaths reclaiming power from narcissists, exploring Jung's transformation alchemy. Thanks for joining this Psyche deep dive. Let's awaken together. Comment, I choose conscious self-discovery. See you on the other side of the mask.